Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Neon Dynasty draft here on the channel. Before I dive in, I want to remind you that if you enjoy this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more content, and comment below with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. Let's get started. Okay. Pack 1, pick 1. Interesting. So, Kodama of the West Tree is a card that I've played once before, but that doesn't actually seem overly powerful to me. In terms of 3 mana 3/3 reach is a solid card, but the modified text isn't super relevant because it's kind of hard to have modified creatures, like harder than you might expect, especially like ones that can like attack like early on, so you could like really make use of the ramp. So I'm not sure if it's even the best card in this pack. I mean, Prosperous Thief can be good. Okiba Reckoner Raid is fantastic. Probably one of the best commons. So I think Okiba Reckoner Raid might be better than Kodama. Modified creatures have trample. Maybe I could try to do something with modified, but like I don't even know which cards I would take to do that. Okay, so we have the Reckoner Raid. Second pick. There are already some decisions to be made. There's a Lethal Exploit if I wanted to stay black. There's also the Enormous Energy Blade, which I could test out. I feel like this card is not great. +4/+0 is nice, but generally tapping your creature and delaying you from being able to use it for a turn is not great. There's also Specialist, which can be good. Disruptor, which can be good in a blue-black deck especially. And then other than that, there's like Moonsnare Specialist. I think it's probably between Replication Specialist, Network Disruptor, and Lethal Exploit. Cultivation's probably a ways down. I don't think Blade is really in contention. I'm not a huge fan of Exploit. Probably between one of these two cards. If I did end up in blue-black, I'd probably rather have the Disruptor, so we'll try it. Gravelighter, pretty solid card. Also goes with my Okiba Reckoner Raid. Other than that, there's a couple of red cards, so we'll keep our eye out for the red cards, because there's a Seismic Wave and a Voltage Surge. Not a ton of blue that's good. There's a Harmonious Emergence. But overall, pretty happy with Gravelighter. And another Reckoner Raid is an easy pick here. Again, we're not going to be taking a card that's not black, but it's worth noting that we're seeing another Voltage Surge. We're also seeing Reality Heist, but we're not really an artifact deck. Terrarium, but a couple of white cards and a decent amount of red. So maybe thinking about what to pair our Reckoner Raid and Gravelighters with. I'll keep taking the Reckoner Raids. Someone's going to get Reckoning headed their way. Other than that, we're seeing more white cards, another like Anjo Exemplar, another Hotshot Mechanic, or the first Hotshot Mechanic, but seeing some white. Enthusiastic Mechanaut, not really the colors I'm playing, but black-white could be something we're looking to pair. Haven't been seeing a ton of blue since we took the Network Disruptor. Been seeing some green, but not a ton of it, and overall, just still a reasonable spot to be. Okay, so we have continued to see red. We've been seeing red this whole time, but we've also seen a little bit of white, and I think Era of Enlightenment is the best card in this pack. It plays like, it's not like the most aggressive card to follow up an Okiba Reckoner Raid with. Something like a Song Shaper might be more aggressive technically. But I think white is probably a better color, and we've been seeing good amounts of white and red, so we could probably pick which one we wanted to play as a secondary color. This is close, but I think Age of Enlightenment, Era of Enlightenment is just better than the Song Shaper. Wow. Late Spinning Wheel Kick. Also another Era of Enlightenment. Interesting. Or I could just take Inkrise Infiltrator. as a fine 2-drop. Close decision between the Wheel Kick, the Arrow of Enlightenment, and the Infiltrator. I think I'm going to take the Wheel Kick. Just in case I open something really good in green, I'll have options. I don't think I'm going to miss an Arrow of Enlightenment. It's like a fine card, but it's like definitely replaceable. And Spinning Wheel Kick could be one of the best cards in my deck. Nah, there's another choice here. There's Song Shaper, Sling. I don't need Sling as much because I already have a lot of 1-drops, and that just makes other 1-drops worse. Here I'm going to take the Song Shaper. Clawing Torment technically keeps me black, but I haven't been super impressed by this card. It needs kind of a specific home, I think. And this way I have 4 black cards, so I've got solid stuff in black, and then whichever color I want to pair black with, I have a card in that color already. So now we get an Iron Hoof Boar. So I'm just looking to pair black with red at this moment, and then I could get a Jungle Hollow if I wanted to pair with green. There's also Energy Blade, but and I do have some evasiveness. It does pair decently well with Menace. Maybe this will be the time I get to try out the Blade. I kind of imagine a play pattern where I like attack them for 2, and then I equip the Energy Blade post-combat, and then all of a sudden I have a 6-powered Menace creature. Okay, we'll take the Shrine Steward in case we get some Twisted Embraces over the Story Weave. I got into Exemplar over Heist. Hotshot Mechanique. So we've got some options here. Wow, I was like, man, I want to play black and pair it with red or white probably, and then I see a red, white, and black card. I don't really have triggers though. I have 1 trigger. This feels like more of a constructed card. So the black card in this pack is not good, so we're not taking that. The best cards are green, the Zeus's Many Journeys, and the Kappa Tech Wrecker. But green didn't seem as open as white and red. And then we see a Heiko Yamazaki, but we don't have a ton of artifacts. Could just take a Voltage Surge. Could also take a Searchlight Companion. Not going to be playing that. So Chef pairs, like, not the best with the cards I have necessarily. And I already have a lot of 1-drops, so the Chef isn't really something I'm interested in all that much. Cloudsteel Kieran is just a 3-mana 3/2 flyer is good. I don't really have ways to modify to make the Skyscraper cost less. There's also Spirited Companion, which is just a great card. Maybe even better than the Cloudsteel Kieran. I don't think I want to take the Chef, because as I said, I already have a lot of 1-drops in black. And we see a Twin Shot Sniper. That's a really good card. And a Kumano. Probably makes me want to just play red-black. I'm not seeing a lot of black this pack, which is interesting. There's an Imperial Oath. We don't really have good ways to use it. I guess we have the Energy Blade. Could take Haven, but I think I'm just going to take a Boar. Kami could be pretty good in my deck, because I have all these Reckoner Raids to be my enchantments, and then I have some artifacts. Seeing some more white cards. I'll keep splash options open. Fall of Lord Conda or Rabbit Battery. I think Rabbit Battery is better. Also, I'm not playing white anymore. I've switched. I think Rabbit Battery is just really good. Wow. Kami's Flare and Experimental Synthesizer. I don't really have removal spells, but I think Synthesizer is just a better card. Like, I feel much worse when my opponent plays Synthesizer than when they play Kami's Flare, and I already have a Voltage Surge to potentially pair it with. Like, you do need removal, but I'm just going to take the Synthesizer. And now just a 2-drop, just in case we can use that. I don't like the Unstoppable Ogre. They both get punished by X1 hate, but this one costs a full mana less. Dockside Chef, sure. See, I wield it, nice. Decoy or Kami? I'll take the decoy. Get 2. Ooh, a land, nice. Can't believe we're still seeing that. I've got all the playables I need now, pretty much. Mostly just going to be about getting the last couple touches. Oh, okay. Ooh, another Shrine Steward. That could be okay. Or I could just take the Crackling Emergence so as not to pass a signal, but... Ooh, a Key Ronin. Wow, this pack has so many good green cards. There is Searchlight Companion, which I like. I'm just going to take Voltage Surge, though. It does pair well with my Synthesizer and like my Terrarium and my Papercraft Decoy. Ronin is kind of cutesy with some cards, like the Kami of Industry, that we don't have. But yeah, I like Searchlight Companion a little bit, but I'm going to take a Voltage Surge here. Because I do still need some interaction. Nice. This card is really good, the Invigorating Hot Spring. One of the reasons to be green-red. But Assassin's Ink is premium for me, and I'm that color. I'm not actually considering Hot Spring. It's just wanted to make note of that. So Heiko Yamazaki. What's my artifact count at? 10 artifacts. So I could cast like Twin Shot Snipers. I've got a decent amount of artifacts now. And it also works well with Ironhoof Boars. I think I'm just going to take the cheaper card, though. So now it's between the Ambusher. I'm going to take the Ambusher. Ambusher is really good with the Reckoner raids because it gives you pretty easy, cheap, evasive creature. And, yeah. Still think I'll need the land. Okay, I'm just going to keep taking these cards. I don't need the Steelbreaker. Artifact creature is pretty solid. So what's my artifact enchantment? So I have 11 artifacts, 5 enchantments. I'm probably going to be shaving some of these artifacts. Ingress Infiltrate is a fine 2-drop. Ninja's Kunai is a good combo with the Heiko Yamazaki if I had that. Ronin is good in very niche scenarios. Vicious Assault. Not going to play it, but I'll take it. Maybe Brute Suit would be good because I do have 3 Reckoner raids. I think I'll actually try that. Giving it Menace is a meaningful improvement. So So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-drops. In some decks, this card really performs, but I don't think this is one of those cases. I already have better 4-drops like the Kami. Pretty happy I took that synthesizer. Plays really well with the double voltage surge. I don't really have ways of modifying creatures, and I just think that card is weak. So I have 25 playables in this, so I have to make 2 cuts. But I'm going to cut a land because I'm going to play a Terrarium instead of one, so I only have to make 1 cut. In a realistic world, I should probably just cut the enormous energy blade. Okay, so I have slightly more black cards, but we'll see what I cut my last cut, and then I'll cut a land. I think Terrarium is nice to have when I have voltage surges and stuff. Artifact or creature. Do I have any ways of like making multiple? Yeah, I'm just gonna cut that guy, the Dockside Chef. I already have. Oh, I only have 12 creatures. Maybe I cut the Kunai. Oh, these are also creatures. That's like 15 creatures. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, this looks pretty good to me. I think I'll cut a land too. I'm dead even, but I have double black cards. Really want to be able to play those on turn 1, so I'm going to cut 1 mountain. And that is going to do it for the deck build. I might tweak things later on, but I do want to see how Brute Suit plays out with 3 Reckoner Raids, and I think the Energy Blade is a card that I've wanted to test. So we'll see how it does, and I'll see you in the matches. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who help me continue producing content on a regular basis, especially those at the credits level. It's thanks to patrons that I'm able to dedicate the time and effort needed to make quality videos and also upgrade my equipment with things like this microphone and webcams or better lighting, things of that nature, and also being able to spend more time editing and making stuff better on that front too. There's a ton of cool rewards you can get for being a patron, like access to my tier lists, being put in the credits, coaching, all sorts of fun stuff. And you can find all the information at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Big thanks to my current and future patrons. And without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. Interesting hand we have here. Without anything to do in the early stages and without both colors, I think I mulligan this. Okay, this hand is a little bit tough, but we'll make it work. If I top deck Okiba Reckoner Raid, that would be the best. That is a problem. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the 1 mana 1/2 just to help my commies as well. So this next turn I can play Terrarium, get a Swamp, then use Iron Hoof Boar. They are going all in on this thing, which does hurt for now. I'm gonna Assassin Sync it during combat. Because if the Historian's Wisdom is gonna go to the graveyard. Which means that this guy's gonna return to their hand, but I didn't want it to return to their hand on their turn. I wanted to return after that. Hopefully they didn't have a protection spell. Tamiyo's Safekeeping comes to mind as a card that punishes this line. Yep, I'll just scoop it up. I don't really like to play around cards in that situation because I'm kind of behind. And if I just kill their guy on my turn, they just replay it on their turn and then trade with my guy, and it's a problem. So I wanted to like try and throw them off a little bit. They had the answer. That's just how it goes sometimes. I will see you folks next round. Welcome to round 2. Easy keep here. We got a creature. We get to try the Brute Suit maybe. Perfect. We even get to see what it's like with Menace. Oh my gosh, wrecked. Spell Pierce is dominating me. Spell Pierce was just like, say hello to my little friend. Get wrecked. Play something that dies to Twin Shot Sniper. I dare you, opponent. Okay, that doesn't die to Twin Shot Sniper. No one will save you, opponent. They have the kunai to answer the Brute Suit. Feels bad, man. I wonder if they'll just kill the Song Shaper. Hurtful, opponent. Hurtful. Song Shaper's just trying to mix some music. Bring joy to the people. We'll play around Virus Beetle. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, I should definitely play the Dockside Chef. That card is pretty great. Just in this like exact situation. Oh my gosh, why? That's right, Menace. I'll kill Moonfolk Puzzlemaker. Aha, I played around this. Cleverly. Dockside Chef kind of embarrasses it, not gonna lie, because they get to sack it. So I will probably trade the road captain for something. And then they'll just keep jump blockers up for the brute suit. That would be a good exchange for me. I'm feeling good about my odds here. I have 2 more. I guess I only have 1 more Reckoner raid. Oh. Well, that's a bummer. Maybe I was just supposed to kill Dockside Chef there with the kunai. Okay, Modern Age. Loot something good away. Yay, another Modern Age. Hits the dust. Okay, I was just testing them. Okay, so they have to have some sort of spell. Nice. No! That's not good. This Moonfolk Puzzle Maker is a problem. Okay, that's a little bit of an odd line. They're playing their land, despite the fact that I could have a virus beetle. Whoa, they bounced it. Okay, so this thing being a 5/4 is useful. If they decide to attack all out, I could hit them for a bunch and finish them off with the kunai. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. That actually lined up really well. Are you kidding me? Why would they hold back the Moon Snare Specialist? I guess it's fine. Like, it works out the same for me. I just need to not draw a removal spell this turn. I can just Ninja's Kunai, zap them. No, don't do it. Please, no. Yes. Got the win. Let's suggest our deck to add the Dockside guy, because I realize now that I remember I have 2 commies, so the Dockside just sitting in play, even if it's not doing anything in the early turns, is still going to be useful for me just because I need to have enchantments in play, because I have plenty of artifacts. I've won so many games throwing a kunai at someone. The card is just good, I think. Okay, what do I want to cut? I could just cut the Mukutai. It is pretty low impact. I could also cut Brute Suit. I tried it that game. I mean, it was pretty solid that game. I'm gonna cut Mukutai. Could always cut the Enormous Energy Blade. I could also cut the Brute Suit. I could try just playing one of these two. Like, I just tested the Brute Suit. I kind of want to test the Blade. Mukutai seems great in the deck. I'm just going to cut the Brute Suit for now. And we'll see how that does. When I draw the Blade, I'll just see what it would be like if it was the Brute Suit. Because if I was like trying to optimize the deck, I'd probably play the Brute Suit over the Blade. But I want to see what the Blade looks like in action. So we'll try this build. And I'll see you in the next game. Okay, we have a mulligan here. No swamp. Ooh, this one's nice. Nice little double Reckoner Raid draw. I think I just want to keep full evasion and just not play the Tawashi here. I could have also gotten rid of Uncharted Haven. So I've got a lot of evasiveness here. I can play a lot of the cards if I play the Synthesizer. They could have a Ninja. Sure. Let them loot. And let there be cake. That's not great. Nice. Okay, Brute Suit would certainly have been better here. So the reason I blocked with all 3 is because if they kill a single thing now, I get to keep stuff around. And next turn I can hit him with the Infiltrator. Play my Blade, equip Blade to Infiltrator. That's a great draw. That's a great one. Okay. I really wanted to just have that efficient turn. I didn't want to have to do the blade. Okay. So if they hit me with this Skybless Samurai. Okay. So if I play boar and attack them, they double block with these two. Still take a decent chunk of damage. Yep. I still have my triple block on the Golden Tail Disciple. No! Oh my gosh, that's so bad for me. They can't quite attack with it right now. Because I still have enough to triple block it. They're going to go to 12. Oh, if I had another mana. That's so bad for me. No. I do have outs though. I have if I draw Voltage Surge, no Voltage Surge can't. If I draw my Twisted Embrace or the not Twisted Embrace, the Ink Assassin's Ink or something, whichever that one is. They basically have to play defense here with their Skybless Samurai, so if I ever find an answer to it, I just win. Yeah. That card's a beating. So let's just top deck my unremoval spell. Nope, never lucky. Brutal. If they just attack with their samurai, I just lose. Yeah, I no longer have any way to win this game, realistically speaking. I'll save you the clicks, opponent. Well done. Lion Sash is unfair. That card always beats me. Oh well. See you folks next round. Okay, so we have a keepable hand here. Don't have the mulligan, but it's not the best. Ambusher isn't doing its best work in this hand. See what they discard. It'll give us some insight into their strategy. Never mind. We are in trouble. Okay, that gave us some insight. Certainly gonna kill this right now. I can't afford to let them ninja that. Pick it back up. Enormous Energy Blade. Not a great card. I've played it twice, so if I win this round, I will take it out of the deck. But I did want to give it a couple of reps. Maybe help some people who'd never seen the card in action or didn't realize why it might not be good. Maybe get some insight. Part of the reason it's not good is because it doesn't buff toughness, so it doesn't help with defense at all. And second of all, you kind of need to have a very specific creatures for it to be good. Like, they have to be evasive, because your 2/2 is still going to trade with their 2/2. Okay, they're missing lands. Nice. There's the classic saying, mana screw always beats mana flood, if the game goes a little bit. And they have a ninja, don't they? Hello, Moon Circuit Hacker. It's been nice knowing you. Oh. Huh. Right. It's gonna block. Okay, change of plan. I'm just gonna try and kill them with just this Ingress Infiltrator, because they have so many more cards than me that I don't think I have really great options either way. Just gonna hope they never draw any spell that can interact with this. And I'll just hit them for 7 a turn. I mean, it's not a great strategy, but I don't have any other options because I've drawn 7 lands and they've drawn 3, so they just have so many more spells to work with. And yeah, that's the plan. Actually, I've drawn 8 lands because Virus Beetle took one. I am surprised they did not jump. Oh man, this is like a classic game where they just have a removal spell, so they clearly don't care about what I'm doing. But it's like, I don't know, they have that. Oh, that's why they kept their Searchlight, I guess. Come on, whatever the boar is called. +3 +1 and trample for the win. Right off the top. 1 in 13 odds because I got 2 of them. Why are you attacking with your 1/1 flyer? It's so good for chumping my infiltrator. What the heck is happening? No! Oh, they have ninjutsu or something? I don't understand why you would ever do this. Okay. It's all coming together. Never mind. They don't get to put it back in play. They're just chumping with the modern age, I guess. Okay, yeah, okay. I thought they were going to put this in play, and I was like, okay, I didn't realize how that worked. So they have to chump now. My plan is not looking like it's going to work, but it was a low percentage plan from the very start. At least the blade is looking pretty scary. A fearsome blade. Okay, but you have to chump block. Well, maybe I guess you don't, because they could sacrifice them into Oni Cold Anvil. I mean, I'm just super dead. They have a couple of chump blockers and anvil and stuff. Yep. I think I'm just going to scoop it up if I don't draw something good this next turn. And I don't have many good draws, so that's most likely. Even if I drop +3/+1 and trample now, I don't win. I have to draw those back to back. I know even then they just kill me on the crackback. I'm not threatening lethal. You got me, opponent. Well done, well done. Well done, well done. I'll clap that. Whew. Well, I guess we get to gain some insight into the Energy Blade. Also, Brute Suit performed pretty well in our victory. Overall, I think the deck was solid. I don't think it was really a reflection on the deck, the final record necessarily, but maybe partially. We did mulligan a couple times, played against some tough draws, flooded a little bit in situations. So I think the deck could have easily gotten to 3 or 4 wins, or maybe even more. It's a lot of variance involved in these sorts of things. But that is going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy it, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe for more content, and comment below with your questions, thoughts, and feedback to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. Leave hashtag #BrutishBlade because we used Brute Suit and Energy Blade, and those were the 2 cards we were really testing out this one. And I actually outdrew them a decent amount, which was nice. Also, remember that if you would like to support my content, you can do so via Patreon. It's linked in the description. And then you can also find a ton of stuff like the NicolaiBolas Discord, articles, Twitch stream, etc. in the description as well. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.